Hello everyone, it's Clara and I'm back, and today I'm going to be reviewing Exit, the game Sacred Puzzle. So I've played a lot of the Exit games and I really enjoy them, but this one and there's a second one, they're a new type of Exit game that include jigsaw puzzles in them, and that's how you solve them. So it's a slightly different format to the standard Exit games. And so I thought I'd chat about it. So for reference, I normally like the Exit games and also the Exit puzzles. There's these jigsaw puzzles with puzzles, I enjoy them as well. I've had other reviews. So what happens when the jigsaw aspect comes together with the Exit game? This review is going to be spoiler free, but there will be a second video where I go through with spoilers what I thought of some of the puzzles, but this one spoiler free. And let's get into it. So yeah, this is a new type of Exit game. Like I say, it's got these jigsaw puzzles. It's got 4 jigsaw puzzles in it, and I think they're 80 pieces each, and you build them at the same time. It's really interesting because instead of having the booklet and the cards, you have the jigsaws, and that's where you get the clues from. And then there's these little booklets instead of the cards that have clues in them, so you're told when to open them. So you've got sort of the same mechanics but a different packaging, different way of doing it. And it does feel the same but different, which I kind of like. Another interesting thing is that instead of having clue cards, the clues are actually in the booklet, in the instruction booklet at the back. So it's done in such a way that you go to the page that you want, and then there's the first hint, the second hint, and then on the next page you've got to turn over the page to see the actual solution, so you're not accidentally spoiling. What I will say about that, I used 2 hints, and on the first one it was fine, I just read the first part of the hint, but on the second one there was writing in bold on the second hint for that particular puzzle, and I couldn't help but see it. So I did have that spoiled for me. I think I probably would have needed that second hint if I'm honest, but I saw it without meaning to. So there is that. But otherwise, I actually kind of like that it's in the booklet. it just everything stays together a little bit easier. It is a little bit more expensive than the others. So normally I think I pay like £13-14 in the UK. This one was 20, but I think that's reasonable. Although I am aware it's single use. So in terms of the single use, is it? So yes. So you could do the jigsaws a number of times. And I'd say that actually most of the puzzles in this particular one, you're not really destroying them. There's only one that I cut up. So I feel like I can pass it on to friends and tell them that there's one puzzle that I've cut up, but I know that they'll sort of automatically do that anyway, so I don't think it's spoiling too much. But the rest isn't, I don't feel like I've destroyed anything or anything like that. There was something I had to write on, but I could rub it off, and that's fine. So it's not something that you could sort of, say brand new, untarnished and sell on. But I can certainly lend it to friends and just warn them I've ruined one of the things. So so it's not resettable, but it's not completely unresettable, if that makes sense. I'm going to take this box down. The actual puzzles themselves, I really enjoyed them. This is a complexity 3 out of 5. I really enjoyed the puzzles. I got most of them. I took my time. I was with my mother, which is very rare in the current world, and so we had dinner in the middle and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed doing it. Like I say, we didn't rush it, so we weren't. I have no idea. I didn't actually really time it. Like I say, we had dinner in the middle and pudding and things like that. So most of the puzzles, yeah, we got most of them. Some of them, familiar Exit puzzles, but done in a different way, and the inclusion of the jigsaws is really cool. In terms of, so there were 2 puzzles, one that I needed a hint for, and then it was like, try using the jigsaws like this, and it was just changing gears from other Exit games. So I think once I saw that initial hint, it was like, oh yeah, you do this and you do this. It's just a different way of looking at them. So I think if I played a second one, I probably wouldn't need that same sort of like, don't worry, it's okay to take pieces out of the jigsaw, The second one I did find a little bit difficult. You had to get a code, and I really struggled to get the code. I just couldn't quite see it, but that was because I was trying to do more with it than I needed to. So that's where I looked at the hints, and like I say, I actually saw the code before I meant to, because I accidentally saw it when I was looking at the first hint. But then the actual solution, as soon as I got the hint, it was like, oh, okay, now I know what to do. So the puzzles were fine. It was just, like I say, the first one was just changing gears from other exit games, and the second one was overcomplicating things, which I do sometimes. The actual jigsaws were really nice. They're really pretty little jigsaws, and they work together really well. It didn't take you too long to put them together. They were really fun to do, to be honest. I mean, they're not complex, but I enjoyed them. It's interesting because I played the Ravensburger escaped puzzle jigsaws, so they are 759 piece ones, and I think I've reviewed a few of them on here. And I really enjoy the jigsaws, but I feel like the puzzles can be a bit naff sometimes. They don't always. I find the clues, but I think that the solutions are a bit of a leap. In this, I thought that it made sense with the provisos that I just said. So I feel like it sort of the exit people, they definitely have the sort of puzzle understanding of the puzzles down in a way that I solve, at least. The one extra thing, I guess, is that, all the exit puzzles so far have had this dial that you use to solve the others. There's a dial in this too, but it is used in a different way, and that's sort of changed a little bit, and I actually really like how it's used now, so that's cool. Although in the other exit games they're put together already, in this one you put it together, which is fine. I'm a maker, that's fine, but it did feel a little bit flimsier, like things moved around a little bit more than they do in the ones where they come pre-assembled. But other than that, the components were the usual quality, and the jigsaw was really good quality. The jigsaws. Now that they're 80-piece puzzles, they're not ones you're going to want to keep and do over and over again, but you could, and they are nice pictures. So, yeah, really fantastically done. I literally played it and I wanted to order the second one, but I just can't afford it just yet. But yeah, I think the exit games, I continue to like them, and I love this new implementation, this extra thing. I love the little jigsaw aspect. It's just, yeah, it's really good. So exit Sacred Temple, I fully recommend it. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. And if you have sort of agreed with some of my other reviews, then and then once you've played it, maybe you'll want to look at the spoiler, the spoiler one that I do. I'll do a spoiler review for this as well, and if you can subscribe, things like that always helps. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.